Hello coloring friends, welcome to another Find in Color video where everyone coloring in adult coloring books for certain prompts, and usually we have 1 week for coloring for that prompt. If you are new on my channel and want to join, please read guidelines about how to take part in this challenge in the description under the video. Last week we've got prompt medallion or locket to search and color in coloring books, and guess what illustrations from what artist I've got the most. Hannah Carlson, of course. It's as if her prompt, because in many of her books you can, I believe in every of her books you can find some kind of medallions, lockets, necklaces. I've got 104 illustrations for this prompt, and out of these 104, 29 are from Hannah Carlson books. But there are a lot of books by Hannah Carlson, and in every book at least several illustrations that would suit for this prompt. So we have quite a variety of illustrations, not like everyone coloring same illustrations. There are a few repeating pictures, but not a lot. Speaking about Hannah Carlson, you know that I'm not a big fan of Hannah Carlson. I have only 2 of her books in my collection, and the last one I bought quite a long time ago, and maybe around 10 completed pages in those books. But I usually watch videos, flip throughs of her new books, and in September there was her new book out, Atlantis, and I watched the flip through, and guess what? I fell in love with that book unexpectedly, surprisingly to myself, but for me it's her best book. Maybe because it's my theme, something more that I like to color, sea theme, but I think it's so magical book, and there are no pages just to fill in the space, you know, like in some of her books, especially the last ones, latest ones. But this one, everything's so beautiful, every page like thoughtful, so beautiful, and so different fishes, beautiful, and her portraits. Of course it's Hannah's style, you can see it, but I don't know, I want that book and definitely I would color that one. Okay, that was just wanted to share my emotions with you, because I watched that flip through just yesterday so I'm fresh with emotions. But besides Hannah Carlson pictures, we have also a lot of other books and art illustrators, like Christine Caron, Anastasia Kudryava, Marjorie Sarnat, one from Cats, another from Owls, Chintaka Herat, a very beautiful illustration by him, Jeff Haney, Grazia Salva. We have a little bit of Halloween, a little bit of pirate theme. There are of course a lot of women wearing jewelry, princesses, animals. There are several men as well, and there is one illustration where a colorist drew this medallion herself. It's illustration by Kirby. It's the only picture by him in this challenge. What I have colored, I decided to color something in this book because it's such a good book, so such a proper edition, and I have only one completed page here. It's Queens of Poland by Christina Novak. So I thought I would color second illustration. And my idea was, it's Elizabeth of Bosnia, 14th century, a sad story. She was hanged from the city walls at the end of her life. But here she's young and beautiful and happy. And my idea was that it's not like modern image of her, but as if it's a painting from that time. So I googled how painting were done at the time, what colors were used. So I tried to do something similar, not exactly of course, but more or less. A lot of pencils here, Faber-Castell, Derwent Lightfast, Derwent Pro Color, even Derwent Artist, Posca, and for golden parts like this crown and medallion. On those pictures I noticed that gold was not bright yellow but rather dull color, and often on those painters used golden paint. So I decided to use the golden metallic colored pencils in gold and antique gold. I used two colors, and I like the effect. It looks exactly as on those old paintings, dull crown and same kind of medallion. This one in more bright color because it's like a thread. It's more yellow in color. Then this collar, some fur. Again, I looked at some illustrations painting and tried to color something similar. I don't know what kind of animal it was. It took me quite a lot of time to finish this color. I wanted it looked like a fur. I think it looks it turned out rather good. So here I added little bit of golden gel pen, and in the whole I'm quite happy with the result, with this portrait. But when I look through the book, I noticed that many girls, they look kind of same, you know, same eyes, same brows, same lips. I wish faces were a little bit more different. But okay, that was my illustration, and I believe you are eager to see all the submitted illustrations for this prompt. And okay, let's go now and watch all those beautiful illustrations. our gallery of work for the prompt medallion locket. Thank you everyone who joined and sent your finished works. And now, of course, it's time to draw another prompt for the upcoming week. So far we get rather variety of prompts, not similar. They're all different in theme. Let's find out what we'll get this time. So friends, indeed we've got another a bit different prompt. Scarecrow. I think it's more autumny theme, even more Halloweenish kind of, because the illustrations that I can think of, they're all connected with Halloween somehow. Some pumpkins, scarecrow. I believe there is a picture in one of Hannah Carlson books, Alan Robert maybe. Some books connected with Halloween, witches, magic, something like that. I don't think that I have that many to choose from, but I know that I have at least a few. So I'm off now to look through my books, and maybe I will find something unexpected. See you in a second. So I'm back, friends, and what I can say, the situation, at least with me, is worse than I had expected it to be. Some books that I thought there might be a scarecrow, there were nothing. And actually I found just 5 illustrations. I think it's even less than I had for kangaroo prompt. Anyway, 5 is enough, of course. It's better than 1, and of course it's definitely better than no illustrations at all. The first book, Joanna Basford's Secret Garden. When I looked at this book, I straight away remembered that there might be a scarecrow in it, and indeed here he is. Very cute looking, not a Halloweenish type. I like this one. Some birds and a mouse here, strawberry. Yeah, I like it, very nice picture. Another one is Halloweenish, and I checked my Hannah Carlson books. I didn't find any scarecrow in that one. Seasons, maybe I confused something. And in Alan Robert we have this guy. Yeah, a little bit scary looking. Yeah, obviously Halloweenish type. 2 pumpkins, corn here. Fantasia Nick Filbert. This one a little bit Halloweenish, but not exactly, because we have some nice patterns here, and he's kind of smiling. Yeah, I love this one too, and it looks rather simple one. Then I have this book, The Wizard of Oz. If anyone have that book, Escape to Oz, I believe there are some scarecrows in that book, because one of the main characters is a scarecrow in that book. I have this one, but I thought to keep this book uncolored, like a collection piece. Interesting illustrations, but not exactly my type of picture, so I thought I would keep it just like this. But I don't know, there's this picture scarecrow and some landscape. And this style in very good paper, very smooth, good for markers, I believe. And I thought it would be maybe nice to try coloring it with markers, because this style asks for markers, but I'm not sure yet, but it's a maybe. And the last, and by the way, yeah, recently Coloring Heaven, they had published one new issue dedicated to Wizard of Oz, illustrations by Fabiana Trere. And to be honest, I ordered that book but haven't received yet, and I don't expect it maybe for 1 month more. So obviously I can't color in that one, but I liked characters in that book, her vision by this artist. That one I would have colored differently. Anyway, maybe some of you have this book, and I hope maybe someone would color. And the last one, again, Wizard of Oz theme. This is by Matt Davidson. Not the typical scarecrow, here he is, but still it's one of the main characters, a scarecrow. So even if he doesn't look typical, we can color him. Not all characters here look typical in Matt Davidson style. Anyway, you can color something like this as well. So I'm intrigued. For now, of course, I think that I will get less illustrations. Maybe it is going to be one of our themes, prompts, that it's hard to find illustrations for, but we will know at the end of the week, in 1 week actually. I'm curious what every one of you would be able to find, and I will be waiting for your works. And that was all for today. See you next time. Bye.